Hi there, lovely people. This is the real Mass of Kemet, Goddess of Justice, Truth, and Balance. And today I'm going to talk about this story, this kind of story, each and every time they are throwing in the mainstream media. Now we have shifted our attention to Mombasa. That is where all the attention, all the energy, all the rise are being directed. That they are calling this thing fighting Miriam Kegeda and Amanda Kegeda. Same old stories. They are even showing you old videos which are 3 years old, and yet you are buying all this nonsense, all this deceit. It's nothing but a right, people, and you are buying it. They are conquering your mind. Just look at the whole saga and maybe try to see those videos and see how this game is being played. The focus is being taken all around by these people. Your government is lying to you, and it's damn lying to you. And I wonder how people are taking this, because we have our Kenyan Navy and they have sophisticated material which can come and retrieve the so-called people who have fallen in the ocean. And we have many people coming saying that the encounter they saw that 3 people, it's 2 people. They can't even be sure how many people drowned in that so-called accident. And let me tell you, whenever you see a government having this kind of these videos, there is a one particular thing that has happened, and they want to your energy be directed in that situation or that saga or that stories that they are reviewing in the mainstream media. Know that there is an agenda, a hidden agenda that they don't want to expose to you, or they don't want you to recognize. And sorry to say that I was saying that our Kenyan Navy have for sophisticated material. This is our men who are and our women who are trained to scourge the sea whenever there is a threat to the nation, and also they have this thing to detect other submarines. So this is just just another story, another rise. And also remember the channel, at the deep of the channel, that is where it's the depth is 45 to 55 meters. But in the as you are heading to the let me see, the place where the channel starts, the place that is dredged, it's like kind of 14 to 15 meters. So this is not, I don't think they fell in the middle of the channel, but in the, maybe it's where the dredge is. So stop lying to us. We know the game you are playing, and this is not good to the people, because those people who are using these ferries are suffering very much, and the government doesn't even care that these people have been toiling their lives from one border to the other border using these ever failing ferries. And I wonder how much these ferries do cost, or have they ever been maintained. Whenever I see the video, they look very rusty. There is not even a good coordination between the ferries and the people. How maybe the people can board the ferry, to which an extent the ferry can carry. I don't see there is that coordination. They lack that coordination. They also lack materials or the boats which they can use whenever there is a problem or disaster, whenever the disaster arises. And I try to wonder, where are the Coast Guard of Mombasa? Where are they? We have never seen them, and we always read their names in list of government organizations and non-governmental organizations, but we have never seen them doing any work or their efforts or whatever they have accomplished. So Kenya Ferry, you have really disappointed the people of Likoni and Mutogwe. They do pay the money, so by now you could have constructed the bridges that are connecting the two mainland, the Likoni and Mutogwe. So another thing is, like I said, the ferry doesn't have lifeboats. So this is one thing we want to see with our ferries. And they have to be surfaced regularly before we come up with a solution to the people of Motongo and Likoni. It's a very long time since they had a decent way of crossing those channels, and it's the high time we give them back by what they have been contributing through these Kenya ferries. And another thing, this is to make sure or to confuse you that this is a game. Joho came with 2 million, and 2 million were the money that were exchanged hands with the people we don't know. The people, I think the old man is a relative to Miriam, and we are not sure because this is something we have been told. So this is what we can confuse. Our hearts can rest with, but we don't know for sure that this is the actual or the relative of the Miriam Kigenda. And also, whenever they are saying there was South African divers, me, I did not see South African divers. I saw 2 Chinese from court. The one with the blue shirt has a court rate board shirt, and also the helmet the other one is wearing, and it's like they were like sending the robots down the channel to maybe check how the channel is, what is the amount of the trash that is there in the car that's foreign, because cars has been falling in this channel for a long time. So I believe there will be so many debris of old cars that have been submerged in these channels, and I tend to believe because they are building an oil refinery. That is where their pipes are going to pass. Because if you check the Chinese with the white elements, whenever the press is pressing a laptop, there is a brown cardboard that has maybe a sketch map of those pipes if you check well. And you can see whenever you look at this video, you can see there's the divers. They are buying a lot of time. They are doing nothing, and this is what they want to believe us, that they are just checking the body. And another thing also, today there was this guy, I think his name is Volkan Bassen, and he's calling himself a Swedish diver. But if you search the name of this guy, he has these organizations, and I believe these are the organizations which are coming in our country. in pretense that they are here to offer some kind of services to our wild animals and our children. But in short, this is like a conduit for them to be getting money internationally. So whenever the money comes, it's for them to have their pomp life in Kenya, forgetting our children. Okay, you can see when you go to search for this guy, you see that he's from East African Whale Shark Trust. That is an organization which is maybe here in pretense of catering for a shark, but if you search for this, you find that it's actually an orphanage that is which is opened, and there is a video that they have put in that channel, and the young woman says they were able to contribute $200,000 in order to eradicate the bed bugs that has been inhabiting that trust for 7 to 8 months. Surely for the 63 children, taking our children and keeping them in an orphanage that they are not, they themselves, they cannot even take care of that orphanage, because that is a conduit. It's a channel for channeling money. Really, people, you have to wake up. You have to wake up, because there is more deceit with our government and these organizations that are here. It's the time we say no to these organizations. They have to go back to their own countries. They are saying they are doing nothing to our wildlife. We are losing our wildlife each and every day to the poachers. Our children who are in these orphanages, they are living in deplorable life. No matter how, when you find these street boys, whenever they go there, they just come back to the streets, and you ask yourself why is such a thing? Because you do tend to expect that they are getting everything. The food is of plenty, and even the place to sleep is good. So people, we have to really wake up and